Good afternoon. We are in Vilnius, although it looks like we're in the countryside. We are in a regional park that is just to the east of the city center. We hopped on the bus number 74, in case you're wondering, over to the sort of, I think the neighborhood is called Belmontas. And yeah, it's so beautiful. We're gonna do some walking in the park, see if there's still some autumn leaves that haven't already fallen off all these trees. And we brought a little picnic lunch. It's not too cold, but it's chilly.
Hi, I'm Laura, and for the last 11 years, my boyfriend Luke and I have been living in different countries around the world. What was initially meant to be a year of travel after graduating from college quickly morphed into a lifelong love for exploring the world. Since we packed up those backpacks for the first time back in 2010, we have lived in New Zealand, Australia, South Korea, Mexico, and are now living in Lithuania. In between those settled years, we spent long periods of time traveling to over 20 different countries. And now, we're enjoying setting up a new life in a new country, very different from our last. And through these videos, I share my experiences with you. We arrived into Vilnius at the bus station and hopped on bus 74 straight to the park. I recently learned about this great app for navigating around Vilnius called Traffi. The app allows you to place a pin in the location that you want to get to. It knows where you are currently, and then it tells you which bus you need to take and where the nearest bus stop is. You can purchase your tickets on the app, and I highly recommend that you do. While we were riding the bus that day, a ticket collector came on and checked everyone's tickets.
I think any hope of seeing the fall leaves lies on the ground. The trees are bare back here, but it's so lovely and quiet. I said this in my last video about coming to a city and being able to just be in the middle of the woods. It's amazing. This is also part of a much larger trail, a 100-kilometer loop that loops the whole of Vilnius. So it's cool to see some of it, and maybe one day we'll challenge ourselves to the full 100K.
We strolled through the park for a little over an hour, taking different trails and eventually coming out at the other end of the park. Then we hopped back on the bus into the center of town to check into our hotel.
We have just checked into our hotel with this fun wallpaper. It's called Kesminta, and it's right in the old town. We paid 50 euros for this for 2 people. We've got a nice big bed. Let me give you a quick tour. It's just a small hotel room, but great location. Got a nice big bed here. A kettle with just tea. Little view, little balcony. It's not a balcony. You gotta view the parking lot. And then a little chair for sitting in the bathroom. Nice big bathroom. Everything's super clean. We checked in. Everyone was really nice. There's Wi-Fi. Big shower. What else do you need for a night in the city? So we are in Vilnius for the weekend. That's where we're staying. It's a nice sunny day, and so even though we had that nice walk, we're actually gonna head to another neighborhood called Verinas. I believe it's like a central city neighborhood, and I've been told it's one of the most expensive neighborhoods to live in Vilnius. So let's go see what all the fuss is about.
Verinas is located northwest of the Old Town, just across the Neris River from Vingus Park. I heard that in addition to being a quite upscale neighborhood, it also has tons of beautiful old wooden homes. From here, we walked along the river back towards the old town. The sun was starting to set, but it was so clear and crisp. The perfect autumn afternoon to walk and enjoy that golden hour light on the city's skyline. Since it was Saturday night and we didn't have anywhere else to be, we decided to do a little self-guided bar crawl, starting with a beer and some snacks at Šnekutis.
We've got smoked pig's ears with a mustard sauce. It's very dark in here. I'm gonna try it real quick. Oh, it's hot. Chewy. Smoky. Not bad.
From there, we moved over to Alaus Biblioteca, or the beer library, which is such a cool concept bar and one that we will definitely be back to. They had so many different beers on draft, and it was packed with people. Then we tried a beer at Craft and Draft, a basement bar that are brewing their own beers on site. Finally, it was time for something to eat, so we headed for burgers at Doc Burgers and Beers, and well, we had to have a beer, right?
Good afternoon. We've had a little bit of a slow start to the day, but we're caffeinated up and it's raining, and yeah, we're probably just gonna have a nice lunch somewhere and then pick a museum to go inside because this is not the best outdoor weather, but it's still pretty nice and it's not too cold today, so we'll enjoy strolling between the museums and the cafes all afternoon.
We headed to one of our favorite Lithuanian restaurants in town, Etno Dvaras, to have a hearty meal and warm ourselves up. We have got cheese curd dumplings with a huge pot of sour cream and a kugelis, like a potato pie. I'm excited to try these. They look like they're coated in butter. Dip it in the So pillowy, so good.
That kugelis was chef's kiss. It was so delicious. So now we are heading into the National Museum. We've never been in before, although it's dry now. It's still pretty cold. So we're gonna head in and check it out and see what it's all about.
We headed into the new arsenal of the National Museum of Lithuania, which is home to tons of historical information and artifacts that tell the story of Lithuania's past. It's €4 to get in and includes an audio guide, which gives even more information about the country, including stories of the Grand Duchy, the cross crafters, and the antiquities that you see around the museum.
We got a cinnamon roll from the backstage cafe earlier. It's so fluffy. View of the river. What do you need?
From our little stop at the river, we were so close to Gediminas Tower, so we decided to walk up to the hill to take in the views of the city's autumn colors from above.
It's a bit chilly. We had to get the hat on. And up here it's pretty windy, but the views are amazing. All the autumn colors that we were in search for yesterday. We can see them from above now. It's so beautiful up here. But it's cold. It has been an awesome weekend here in Vilnius. We're headed to the bus station to go back home. I hope you guys enjoyed spending it with us. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.